1 maxed out MacBook Pro, 1 iPad Pro, 1 Springboard Bootcamp. Yo, this is Oscar, and I am coming back to the design world. Will these tools help me become a professional product designer within these next couple of months? Welcome to my series on Dodefy, my journey to becoming a product designer. Welcome back to another episode on Dodefy, my journey to becoming a product designer. So yes, I'm back, and I'm glad to be back to continuing on with my videos and showing you guys on my progress on becoming a product designer. And through my progress, I want to show you guys what I've been doing on Springboard and what I've learned and what I could show you guys, so you guys could progress and me to guide you guys as to become a product designer. If you guys are interested in becoming a product designer, UX designer, UI designer, or are wanting to become better designers overall. And I have a lot of stuff to put out. I've been really busy for the past month, but I'm actually back now, and I've been wanting to create content. It's always been in my head, and I have all kinds of content now that I want to show you guys. And yeah, let's move on with the video. The video is going to be about UI principles 101 and what you have to know about UI user interface principles. So yeah, let's go move on to the computer. Okay, so clarity and clear next step. So here we have this application that says first time on here. So are you a new user, and it's red, so it's really clear that it's asking a person. So it's on the checkout step, by the way. So on the top, checkout. So they're checking out, and they're able to go back. A user is able to go back, or when they're on checkout, they're either signing in, so they click on existing customer, or new user. So it's really this principle is clarity and then clear next step, which really provides really the next step for a user to start when they're going to want to check out. So next one is easy to use. Easy to use is how a user is able to navigate through the interface, and if it's easy and simple to use, or if it's complicated and difficult. So this is really easy to use. Here we have a sample here. These all samples are from Behance, by the way. They are made from designers, and I'll credit them on the description below. So if you guys would like to check them out, go for it. So here's easy to use. This interface is a Starbucks redesign. Here a user is wanting to click on reloading their card, so they click on reload on the card, and then they're taken to the next step, which allows to add a credit card, primary payment method, and then how much value, or enter a specific amount and then enter it, and then reload the card for your card for Starbucks. So that's basically really easy to use, really easy to add card, maybe delete a card, and navigate throughout the process. So in order for your user interface to be successful, it has to be really easy to use, and consider that for sure. And next is that we have content prioritization and accessibility. So here content prioritization is the image. It's really big. It's really shown to the user, so that's prioritization. And also the text right there next to that, the image right there, right here, is also one of the main focuses of the whole page. And following that is the top right, which is the top navigation, and then the social icons on the left side. So it's just between size and what you want to prioritize with the user. So what you want to show the user first, and when you want to show them after, and then following that. And then accessibility is another one that allows users to access and view, for example, people with disabilities, with color, being able to recognize colors effectively. They see the hues a little different, and having chosen the colors that are accessible for people with that can't recognize colors that well, then it'll be efficient if you use colors that they can, and it's accessible for everyone. And it's also not only that, but also using your either a lot of space in between like if it's like an application using a lot of space in between, when something's clickable like a button, using specific space in there for user to be able to click on it and be accessible for them. For like example, let's say someone that's older and then they click on a button, and then it's maybe if the button is too small, then they're able to like effectively less click on it. So consider accessibility, it's really important, guys. So next one is visual hierarchy. Here we have this picture on the left and then text on the right side. So basically visual hierarchy, immediately my eye dries up on hi there, and then there's a picture, the girl going like this. That's first, and that's the visual hierarchy, and then the text on the right side, and then the smaller text after that. So that's all like visual hierarchy of what you want the user to see first. Kind of basically like content prioritization, but content prioritization is like what you want your user to see first. So it's just a little bit different there, but it's kind of the same thing. So space distribution is really important for users not to feel overwhelmed with all the content. If the content is all in jam-packed in one little space, and it's really difficult to see it. So space distribution is really important. So space distribution here on this design, here we have like a dashboard, and you can see like the space is very clear between the surfaces on each. So like on each blocks there's like one like main thing, and then the next, and then buy and sell and crypto on the top, and then crypto news at the bottom, and then on the left we have a sidebar, and then project info. It's like really important to use space in your designs for users to be able to reduce their cognitive load, for them not to feel overwhelmed, and them not to use like a lot of energy and calories to recognize what you have on the screen. And if you don't really do that in your design, then users feel frustrated, and they usually like leave your website or user interface because they feel like they need to process too much. So another one is consistency and user control. So consistency here is providing the same colors, the same typography, the same typeface. On this design, they're using the same button color throughout the process, and also the same font and the same text fields on the email, username, password, and then after that. Another thing is that user control. A user should feel that they're able to skip things or exit things, and here we have like on the first one we have skip, and then on the second interface here we have the exit on the top left. So you should allow users to feel like they're in control of your UI. So next we have typography. Here we have basically just a design with a lot of typography and a change in color of the typography, and it's really powerful because it could like just provide a message to the user and without really providing a design, and it's really done effectively here. And I think typography could be really strong when it comes to designing, so make sure to consider using typography a lot and making sure that you know about like typography, because it's really important. And typography all started off with like printing, and after that it became into like more into that UI elements. So yeah, I really like typography, by the way. It's really neat. And one primary action here is that users should have one main action to click. So like here we have learn more, so a user would just click on learn more, but also there will be like different primary actions that are like less subtle. And here we have discoverability. So users should feel like they're able to go on your app or UI or website and feel like they could discover things. And here's a great example of like This is an app that represents like foods, and here users are able to explore categories. So like here they're able to gesture and swipe to the left to provide more categories for food, and there is like pizza, drink, and then burgers, and that's pretty cool. So like users should feel like they're able to discover around your application and user interface. So here we have progressive disclosure. So progressive disclosure is not showing everything all at once to your user, but showing them in preferably like sections, and usually it should be closed and not shown until like the user is ready to be shown that type of information. So on the left, let's say on the where it says my classes, it could actually have more stuff under that, and users will be able to click on that, and then more stuff will come up, like different type of classes, or messages would have like inbox, stuff like that. That's progressive disclosure. Also on the right side where it says creative, and it says on the tabs creative, Adobe, Photoshop, animation, illustration, those are also considered progressive disclosure since it's all hidden. So tabs are really like effective in progressive disclosure, so you won't show everything to your user at once. And I really like tabs, by the way, hiding everything and just showing when the user is ready for clicking on the next tab. And yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully you guys liked my explanation and my examples of the design, and I'll provide again the designs in the bottom below and give them credit to allow me to effectively give you this type of information. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And for the next one, hopefully you guys subscribe, leave a like, and comment. Peace out.